Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 59 of Cyberpunk 2077. And today we're going to start on Takemura's mission, Gimme Danger. Yeah, most of it's going to be cutscene, and it's pretty long, so I split it in half. Primarily because it literally takes an hour because of the cutscene. And only because of the cutscene. So I split it in half, and the other half is going to be on part 60, where I actually do the rest of the mission. But for now, I'm practically doing the first half. And also on part 60, there's going to probably be another gig I need to do. But for right now, we're worried about the first half, which we're going to meet Takemura. And by the way, this mission also is another one that needed to be patched out because Takemura didn't show up there. And the game would not allow you to progress until you talk to him. So, yeah. At least they fixed that to a certain degree. Oh, there's a reason they've been fixing patches this year. There's a good reason. Discovery now owns WB. And Discovery wants money. So, yeah. They're cracking down on that shit. CD Projekt Red has got to be on their toes.
I do not understand. Does Arasaka not have enough of its own people?
Look around, sir.
He's got the gift of the gab. Can't be denied, but I need to steal your buddy for a sec.
What are you? V?
Goro, good to see you.
As it is to see you, V. I acquired some information of my own. Do you know who most wished to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade? His murderer. The irony makes me sick.
Yurinobu's a smart little muffin. Putting on the parade to show off his attachment to Arasaka, its values. And to solidify his legitimacy.
He's shrewd. I will not deny that. Japanese heritage is one element. Yurinobu will also put on a display of power. The floats are sure to be beautiful, but the wizened eye will see in them a hidden message to his foes.
What message that be?
I am here, Gumindomo. Watch your backs.
Not one for subtlety, is he? Still don't see how this gets us anywhere.
I have had an idea. Look to the sky. The dash floats will pass precisely this way. If I could just get onto Hanako-sama's float, I could speak with her in private.
Get there how?
Why jump? Of course.
Expectations way too high, Goro. Couldn't pull that off even if you had your fancy implants.
I have thought of a solution. While you are occupied with your shady dealings, I learned more about the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they prepare them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system. You will then be able to disable any security before I sneak inside.
Lots of ways to skin this particular cat, you know. Gonna need...
I know what you need. It is taken care of. I have an infected shard. It was not cheap, but the man who sold it to me guaranteed it will work.
Where'd you get this shard?
Across the canal.
Kabuki. Might actually be half decent soft then. And if it isn't, got a few tricks up my sleeve too.
This is good to know. Let us move on. To take control of the float is one thing, but not all. The security concerns me, the snipers especially. I will be an easy target. But I may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
Sounds like a plan.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, well, getting more and more used to that.
And now, what would you say to a small test? We must try the shard. The camera control room is in front of us. You must get inside and infect the network. That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
I will not touch alcohol. At work, I will watch your back. Now, get to it.
Get attached to Takemura while you still can, because once we actually start the next Takemura mission, yeah, it's not gonna end well. Let's just say Konpeki Plaza was a terrible mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. But anyway, whether or not he shows up post-game all depends on whatever decisions you make after Takemura strings of missions and after you deal with the missions that would actually up Johnny Silverhand's liking towards you. So, with that said, we're here to use the microchip that Takemura gave us to give us a city of the map. So that, a map of the city. God damn it, why did I say the city of the map? That's the stupidest thing I've ever said. They give us a map of the city so that or actually I think it's to hack into the street system so that we'll be able to get into the float. But we're also going to have to go into, come on. There it is. We usually deinstall the network. It just takes a while. But, we also need to actually get into the float server itself, which means we're gonna have to pick a fight with Arasaka. Oh, good lord. Here we go again. So let's talk to Takemura and continue on with the mission.
Done. System's ours.
The shard works. Good. The easy work we have done. To break into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses. But before we discuss that, sit. I have not eaten since yesterday. Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Anything that isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Saka scum might actually prove useful. He's a well-trained dog. Needs orders, that's all. And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flatline him.
Bridge we might cross, but only might. We'll see.
Glad we're on the same page. You never know what a dog's thinking. Might be the same thing.
What is this?
Hey, yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan. 1. We break into Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
Forgot 5. Oda zeroes us and pisses on our corpses. He won't ever be less than a foot away from Hanako.
Oda would not dare raise his hand against me.
What about me?
That is a different matter. I would advise you to watch your distance.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so...
Things even more stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
What are you doing? Don't let
You're a
him...
stranger in a strange land. Going with you.
True. And you with your hands, skills, mind of a thief. Agreed. This we will do together.
Cook! Louder! Louder!
Double the amount
Yorinobu.
of our active
In the
Night
flesh.
City security forces. President Myers has called this
He
a breach
eliminated the
in
last
Army
obstacle
Accord.
between himself
Provocation
and
targeted
complete
at the
power.
NUSA
And they
military.
Surrendered it to
Tell
him.
me then, what do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka. An empire built to last. Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside. All of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this. Kusa!
Where's Yorinobu's rebellious streak come from?
No one knows this. Perhaps soon I shall ask him in person.
Old man's death must have really fed the flames between the different factions.
That is exactly what happened.
What's the balance of power look like now?
Kiji longs for stability. The old order. They are united behind Hanako-sama. The liberal wing, Hato, support Michiko-sama, Saburo's granddaughter. I know little about her. And then there is Taka, treacherous thugs who support Yorinobu. Not to mention even smaller factions.
Tell me about him some other time. Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could have kept his son on a short leash.
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet, at a critical moment, he showed a weakness.
For Yorinobu.
For his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not, for he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Feels like that's about to change. As long as we get Hanako to believe our version of events. Conscience could also come into play. Assuming she's got one.
We must reach her first. Will you join me?
Sure, why not?
Let us go from here.
I hope you enjoyed it. Please come again.
Sawdust and plastic. Come. I have found a good place to observe. We must just climb up here. Now this way. Fortune smiles to us. It seems no one is here today. I would call this a beautiful view of the city,
If?
if there was anything to admire.
Hate Night City that much?
Perhaps I am simply homesick, as you say. Now, you must look for vulnerabilities, weaknesses, while I try to think of a diversion. Arasaka cannot discover our intentions. A bit of sabotage is just what we need to divert their attentions. You will have the best view on the left. I will try here. This old scope should be good for something. Shall we begin?
Let's do this.
So here's the deal with Gimme Danger. At the first part of Gimme Danger, you're scanning all the areas that you could scan, and it's basically pointing out the security system that's in the area. You're also going to see the pipeline, which will lead straight to the warehouse. The sewer system, the sewage system, which you can hide in and avoid danger without anybody having to see you. So you could probably sneak into the warehouse no problem, climbing it over the transformer, or going in the old-fashioned way as a Trojan Arasaka agent. Well, I used to work for Arasaka at the beginning of the game, and then I got future endeavored. So, yeah.
But it's guarded.
We will use it to...
We have to plan carefully. Or if you want to go in guns a-blazing, hijack the truck. Either way, you have to disable the security. Otherwise, Arasaka is going to come in and make matters even more difficult. Guess what I do? Go in and make matters more difficult. So that's basically going to be the gist of next part, because this is part of the whole entirety of the side quest, scanning and planning, and a giant cutscene. But now I think we're done because I accidentally forgot to scan the truck.
Think I've seen everything.
We have what we came for.
So, we going in?
Is this what you said before entering Konpeki Plaza? I wish to be certain we have not overlooked anything. We should wait and observe. If nothing out of the ordinary happens, then yes, we go in.
Sounds sensible. Better get comfy.
B.
What?
No sudden movements. Do you see it? That cat?
Fine-looking feline. Thought they'd all disappeared from the city.
It is the first animal I see in Night City, except cockroaches, of course.
First it was birds, then dogs. Cats actually put up a fight longest.
Perhaps it is a bakeneko.
A Bakaneko? What's that?
It is a cat spirit. It brings misfortune, can restore the dead back to life.
Believe in ghosts?
The relic lets you talk to the dead, does it not? I believe we are past belief. My grandmother knew many stories about Kitsune, Kappa, Bakeneko too.
Miss Home?
A foolish question. I am from the slums of Chiba 11. Once when I was desperate to live there, bad memories washed away by time. I long only for the simple days of childhood.
My childhood? Let's see. Nights spent looking for a star. Any star. All dimmed by city lights. Silent lullabies sung by the flickering neon signs of Charter Hill.
I remember the chemical stench of the canal, where we boys washed our shirts. Corporate transporters sometimes passed through our slum. Arasaka selecting children, but only the clean ones.
Let me guess. So they could turn him into Corpo soldiers?
Exactly. When they chose me, I felt I had won the lottery. In the army, I was given everything I lacked before: discipline, regular meals, and when I proved I was gifted, an education.
And all you had to do in return was kill Saboro's enemies.
I sense that you judge me, and yet you have no right to. Unlike you and your friend Mr. Wells, I was not arrogant. I did not take the easy path.
Wasn't judging you.
Untrue. You oppose the corporations, their order, their word, in a mindless way, yet you offer no worthy alternative.
Take a look around. It's here. Your corporate world in its glorious splendor.
You show me filthy streets as if no other world exists, as if nothing else is possible. What of the millions who work for Arasaka and receive stability, safety?
Chiba 11 slum rats? They're there. Scraping scraps out of scop tins. Corpse decided that too.
We cannot fix everything at once.
Forgetting I was at Arasaka? Saw how corps operate. Wasn't roses and rainbows. You know what? Nobody owns me. I'm free. You should try it.
Sometimes I wish to become a nomad, to leave this world, forget everything.
Never too late to change.
What is your expression? One cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Do you know what I think?
What's that?
That day in Konpeki, we both have lost someone important. And we are not at peace with this. So we seek conflict, argue eagerly.
Finally starting to make some sense.
It is the duty of the living to atone for the dead. Hanako-sama shall aid us in our mission.
Or she'll make sure we die for good.
Bakaneko got sick of us, looks like.
It will find its own way. As will we.
And with that said, we're done with Part 59. In the next episode, we're going to invade the Arasaka base and put in the virus there so that Takemura can control a flute. Yeah, see how well that's going to be. It's going to be a brutal bloodbath. I'll see you all next time in Part 60.